So, greetings, salutations, how's everybody doing? So we're looking at a film from 1981, in this case, a Tobe Hooper film, in this case, The Funhouse. What was the film about? Well, the plot concerns four Midwestern teenagers who become trapped in a dark ride at a traveling carnival and are stalked by a mentally handicapped albino killer. So this was Tobe Hooper's first major film after Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Eaten Alive in 1976. This film had been of inspiration after the success of Friday the 13th. And also, I'm gonna say that film also has a bit of some beats from some Halloween, especially the opening sequence with our lead girl, when her, I'm just say. Your brother's weird, girl. Your brother's weird. He seems like a little psychopath. So yeah, what is going on is so in this film, our young what would be the word term, not scream queen, but the final girl in this film, in case Amy, she and her friends are all going to a traveling circus with her new boyfriend Buzz, her best friend Liz, and Liz's boyfriend Richie. And the thing about the carnival, it's a bit creepy.
Come on! Is there a doctor in the house? Right! Ladies and gentlemen, my charming daughter, Carmela.
And one thing that is happening is that, her brother almost tries to sell her out. Because at one point he just says, well, I'm not taking you to the carnival. And all that. So one thing that they going there, they seem to have a lot of fun. They see be a wonder of the freaks of nature kind of thing.
Deer, double cranium, cleft pellet. Born June 1975, Cedar Falls, Iowa. Oh, Wilbur. Oh, that's another bastard there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say some of this stuff makes me think of West Virginia, in that, there was a attraction in Cannon Park, which is one of the local theme parks down that way. It had, a haunted house, which was the attraction for this attraction reminds me of the one in this film, in that, it was a pretzel ride. Which is, it was, a attraction where, it was made rather quickly, and it went from one track through the little thing. Yeah, I think one of the things about that ride was that it was, a dark ride, but it was mostly dealt with a lot of sounds. And I kind of like the little, was it how to say the word, the dark ride of it all. I thought it was pretty cool. Because one thing the characters all do, they decided to say, hey, we're going to stay up late and we're going to hide in this carnival. Because we ain't going home. Because they say teenagers in the 80s in these kind of films, they would say, nothing's gonna happen, and all that. But how it happens in all these films from the 80s, something happens. So, because basically they end up getting locked in the Funhouse. Um, and because what ends up happening is that one of the guys, in this case Richie, he ends up stealing the money from the uh from one of from the Xena, who is um the like, she looks in your crystal ball and sees your future and all that stuff. And yeah, I would say the death sequences for this film aren't too bad. They're not too bad. They're fairly creative for a, like a film that takes place in a funhouse pretzel attraction. And then again, like, you have the killer of the film, which is, a guy who is mentally, has some mental issues.
Tell me where that money is. Tell me where my money is. Where is it? You tell me who got it. Yeah, come on.
And I'm gonna say, like, the most whenever it comes, like, say, hey, like, we having a sort of like, antagonist like this would be something like, say, the Wrong Turn films. And, like, like, in these films like this, like, the, um, antagonist who is, he's basically just stalking the characters throughout the film. And, yeah, I'm thinking that, like, see, the film has a bit of creepy vibes about itself. It's pretty good.
What?
Like, it's able to give us a good job when it comes to that. And like you see, where it's like, say, one of the girls in this case, Liz, she's hiding and she ends up falling through a trap door, and she's suddenly stuck in near a wind turbine of one of the attraction, and the killer ends up killing him. In this case, the character of Gunther. Yeah, I think in the makeup they do for that character, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And rest of the film, the character of Liz, Amy, she's trying to escape. Because at one point, like, say, her brother had been, like, following them, and he was able to try to run away and, like, get out of the funhouse. Well, he didn't go inside the funhouse, but he had tried to find his sister so he could get her in trouble. But he ends up getting away, too, and what ends up happening is, like, the character name, she's able to be the final girl, and, causes the death for the character of Gunther. So yeah, this film wasn't too bad, I guess. This is another Tobe Hooper film that I had never seen. Then again, like, say, like, I haven't seen a lot of his films. I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so yeah, I haven't seen a lot of his films. But I think he does a pretty good job in this film. The use of the suspense and the acting and the makeup and all that, not too bad. Not too bad. Fairly enjoyable. See ya.